Do you plan to help in rebuilding Gaza?
I might. You know, Gaza is interesting. It's a phenomenal location. On the sea, very interesting. But some fantastic things could be done with Gaza.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I hope you're well. Trump has resumed office and is currently dominating the news. Trump fans, including many American Muslims, are happy because they believe that Trump is the solution to all of the world's problems, and that as soon as he enters office, all of the mayhem in the world will fall apart. However, a recent move and announcement by Trump have startled his followers and demonstrated that he is no different than the rest of American politicians. What action did he take? And how did a statement he issued constitute a concealed threat to the Palestinian people's existence? Let's take a look at this viral video of Trump revealing his hidden objectives and his thoughts on the ceasefire arrangement.
How confident are you, Mr. President, that you can keep the ceasefire in Gaza and conclude the 3 phases of the deal?
I'm not confident. That's not our war, it's their war, but I'm not confident. But I think they're very weakened on the other side.
Do you support the 2 states?
Gaza, boy, I looked at a picture of Gaza. Gaza is like a massive demolition site. That place it's really got to be rebuilt in a different way.
Do you plan to help in rebuilding Gaza?
I might. You know, Gaza is interesting. It's a phenomenal location. On the sea, best weather. You know, everything's good. It's like some beautiful things could be done with it, but it's very interesting. But some fantastic things could be done with Gaza.
Trump can be seen in this video claiming that he has no confidence that the 3-phase ceasefire agreement will be successful, citing the fact that it is not his war but rather a war between Gaza and Israel. American politicians have a long-standing policy of prioritizing Israel over America. And it wasn't all. Trump went on to say that he believes something ought to be done in Gaza, which is currently a massive pile of wreckage. He also stated that because Gaza is near the sea, has beautiful beaches, and has excellent weather, there's something he might do with it. The fact that he praised Gaza's location and weather and how he might help rebuild it and that something should be done about Gaza is not a statement that completely states that he will rebuild it for the Gazans, specifically for whom he was saying that it is a beautiful place and that something should be done about it, which could also imply that he is referring to the Israelis. How do we make this claim? Because of the recent revocation of penalties imposed by former President Joe Biden against aggressive Israeli settlers in the West Bank. Yes, that is correct. One of the first things Trump did as soon as he entered office was to lift all penalties against Israeli settlers who habitually abuse Palestinians and compel them to leave their homes. When a new president takes office, the first thing he does is change or implement policies that benefit his own country. But here we see Trump making a decision that not only has nothing to do with America, but also encourages Israeli settlers in the West Bank to cause as much havoc for Palestinians as possible, and they will not be held accountable for it. When Trump won the election, Muslims expected him to be at least better than Joe Biden, and his reign will ensure that the Middle East is no longer in chaos. In fact, the 15-month-old brutal assault in Gaza came to an end, and a 3-phase ceasefire was reached between Gaza and Israel, giving hope to Palestinians and pro-life activists that we would no longer be witnessing mass executions in front of our very eyes. However, the removal of penalties on aggressive Israeli settlements, as well as his controversial comments about the fate of Gaza in the ceasefire, have led us to believe that he is no different than the rest of American politicians, whose hearts are in Israel rather than America. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect and end the pain of the Palestinians.